Hi. As always, we report from the editorial team. We consolidate the messaging before in the team. So last editorial meeting, we went through the slides and had a look at them to properly reflect what we've done. So I would like to talk briefly about publications we did for ILIAS 9, about the status of the team, of our processes, what objectives we have set ourselves for 2025, and what features for ILIAS 11 we are envisaging. So we have published the last online help release for ILIAS 9 in, I don't know, July, I think. And also the last handbook. So you have always an online help package and a handbook package. And the handbook you can just import, use as a learning module. We have, thanks to Eliesa and a lot of other people, for the first time published help for plugins. This is prepared in a different installation to allow all of you to import help files for your plugins. This was Etherpad, and you're working on EduTeak, I suppose. Thanks to Elias, who has prepared the dispatch note for ILIAS 10, which has been published. And this is always something a lot of people really like, because they can go through a curated list of important features of this new release. So who's in our team? So these are the people working in the editorial team. Who does what? We have different jobs. So Matthias Becker has designed a new and fresh look for the help editorial course itself, plus for the learning module. And I'm super happy to say that the semantic approach to layouting we took last year has held water. It does look good and fresh now. I'll be glad to give you a sneak preview. Christine Berggold is editing the help. Johanna Brauns editing the help. Fabian Kruse always peeks in once he can let go of his test managing responsibilities. This is why he's a seasonal editor. So that's something we offer. You can just float in and out of the team as you go. So this is nothing you have to commit to a full year activity or something. Xenia does help editing and a special agent test. She's writing the test documentation, which is always a really demanding task because the test is huge. Kendra does help editing, does the inclusive language in the help, heads that group, and does tooltips. Ann-Christine Gruber has joined the team to work on the administration part of the help, which is something that we have found really hard to keep up. So we at times do something about it, even for the inclusive language, but this is something that needs a different approach, also a different approach to describing all these settings than we do with our workflows. Eliesa does the plugin help editing. Elias does help editing and writes, is head of dispatch notes. I edit help, am head of help, and Anna Vogel is help editor. So this looks like a lot of people, but we have a lot of people who are mainly focusing on specific tasks, which naturally reduces their ability to write help text. So we are looking for new people. This is why you have some flyers on your desk to take home and help us recruiting new people. We would really like to welcome new people to our team. There's a structured onboarding process, and you can really get into working with this group very quickly and are onboarded in a structured fashion. You can just come for a short time and say, okay, this is 2 months when I could spend some time on this, or I have a specific interest in whatnot. This is all possible. You can just come around and look in. Infrastructure. We have several issues. This is in poor form. Currently, we cannot work. When I prepared the slides a week ago or 10 days ago, it was even darker. We introduced new and persisting screen IDs with ILIAS 10. We use screen IDs to assign pages, and all IDs and assignments were lost. This may be like 12,000 IDs. This is empty. There's no help hanging anywhere. We all have to redo this from scratch. This has been prepared and honed over the years. This is something we hone and improve every year, thrice, before we do a release. And so this is going to be a demanding process, and be prepared to have the first release, which we do, may not be of the quality you are used to, because we have to redo all this. We have new accessible tooltips with ILIAS 12, but currently switching on the tooltips breaks the CSFs of the tabs and the main menu. This is a bit difficult, so we can currently also not work on this one. Please don't switch on the tooltips. And for a long time, like really until last week, we couldn't save new screen IDs to remedy the loss of all screen IDs. So that was one steaming dumpster fire of editorial work for the last 6 weeks. And I'm so sorry for the team. Yeah, we're hanging in there, and I'm hopeful this will improve, but currently, epic fail, it's a bit difficult. We will get there. Processes, so we always put a lot of work in documentation and processes to allow people to come in and join the team quickly. And so one of our processes is to take the inclusive language terms that are prepared, Kendra made the presentation, and to adapt them to the help files. So we always did this in 2 installations in a cumbersome, difficult process. And this year, thanks to Fabian Wolf, we have the option to do this all within our help installation. This will improve things greatly. So this is very helpful. Tooltips processes we can work on. We currently can't do tooltips, and help process and dispatch process. Dispatch node processes are okay, I guess. So mixed bag. What do we want to do? Okay, this is our editorial course, and we have, I'm sorry, it's all in German, but we have a typical way of doing work in the year. So we start in April. We have a first release in September. We have a Christmas release, and we release the last release of a help in March. But this year we had our kickoff in April, and then we could only start writing because of the late release to write in August, which is not true, because we couldn't start to write because we can't write at the moment. And so we have decided to move the first release to November, and then have another one in March. And in case ILIAS 11 is late, we can make another one later, but currently we plan to have just 2 releases. So 2 instead of 3. And we plan to have an initial release covering roughly 45%. So we plan to have the first release in November, and then also release the first handbook. And now I wanted to switch to show the handbook, but I'll do that afterwards, otherwise I'll make a mess of it again. And we have a lot of features upcoming for ILIAS 11. The Heinrich Heine University of Düsseldorf has contracted guided tours, so this is something that we can look forward to. We have interest in funding of the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology for translating the help in additional languages. We finally have managed to get the media tab in the learning module, so we can think about offering screenshots in the learning module. Depends a bit on the option to have mobile presentation in the slates, because otherwise we have difficulties in not presenting the screenshots and the column layouts in the slate, but we will hopefully get there. So the first 3 bits are quite sure. About the last bit we'll have to see, but this is something we are really hoping to present to you in terms of improved help for ILIAS 11. And now I would like to quickly show what Matthias Becker of the Hochschule Bielefeld has done with the layout, because we have a new and fresh layout here. So this was all done based on the way we have presented it before, and he gave it a nice facelift and it worked really well, I suppose. So we have here also, you can see, we make a lot of use of little identifiers in the text, so you can always have the way presented your main menu is configured to. So it will switch and present you the label you have given your entry in the main menu. This is a bit of advanced editing there, so but I think we have gotten used to it and really got it through the entire text by now. And so I'm looking forward to the first more beautiful handbook for ILIAS 10. And a lot of thanks to Matthias Becker of Hochschule Bielefeld.